Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, and today I have Miss Gigi. I know it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We are here because we missed Sunday because Oren decided to turn 11, and so I wasn't available. But we're here making up for what we missed. So, what do we do here together, Mrs. Gigi?
I was about to say once a week, but it has been a little bit of a thing going. But we try to
We try.
create something with one prompt for you know each week. It was meant to be like because I have a list of 52 prompts, which is one prompt each week throughout the whole year. So yep, one prompt.
And that's in this book. So we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty well. I
Mhm.
only have one page left. I'm gonna have to think add some pages. I didn't figure that out good enough, but we're getting pretty close to the end of the year, and we're gonna have to figure
Yep.
out what the heck we're gonna do next year.
Mhm.
Hello, Jen Ren. How you
Hello,
doing?
Jen.
Haven't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you. Surprise, surprise. We're on a Tuesday together.
Yep.
That's I
Nice.
think that's the best time to catch Jen Ren when we surprise her.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm. So are you ready to throw out what
Yep.
today's
I
link or what today's link is, what today's prompt is?
Today's prompt is fall coziness.
What is it?
Cozy to be cozy in fall time, autumn, whatever you like to say. Fall coziness.
Coziness?
Yep.
Coziness. Okay. I'm telling you, I can't hear you. I don't know what it is. Miss Jenren, is Mrs. Gigi's voice, is it really low or oh, you've been blah. Are you still feeling blah?
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And I'm not saying that it is Mrs. Gigi. I just want to make sure that it is me, and it might give me a reason to have to get on a
Yeah.
monitor. Not saying it's a good thing if it's not Mrs. Gigi. For me, at least. I don't know. Coziness.
Mhm.
Warm kitty cats. That's cozy.
Yep, definitely.
I could do a coziness, huh? My bed. I could just call it done.
Yep. I am in a tunnel. No.
It's
I
a,
don't
oh,
know.
really?
It was like that yesterday too, wasn't it? Or, when you streamed with Sheena.
It was. You're right, on StreamYard. So I wonder if it's a StreamYard thing. Let me see.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any. See, I don't think I control any of that. Let me see.
I don't know. Maybe I can't. I have no clue either. I could leave and come back. Maybe that's.
Well,
Mm.
hers was the same way though. What about well, yeah, that's all my audio. Yeah, all my audio here.
And I don't know. I don't
Mine's
know
just
what
on
to
the
do.
default.
Um, hmm.
I'm gonna hit
Um,
reduce mic background noise. I don't know if that's gonna do anything for my. I
uh,
think yeah, this is all just gonna be for me.
but I could definitely try to, leave and come back.
I mean, we can try it. It's not gonna hurt anything unless it doesn't let you come back. Then it will. Let's see if that helps. So are you still feeling sick? Is it still kind of going something going through your family? Some kind of bug? Cozy, something cozy. Oh, that turned out nice. That must have been from last week. That's my favorite color. One page left. Do you think I can get the next 6 weeks set? Well, is it 6 weeks on here? I don't think so. I'm going to have to add a page or two. I don't have this cutout. Who I bought this from had those Had the machine to make the holes. Uh-oh, maybe she's checking her stuff before she comes back on. Cozy, 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 cozy. See, where I messed up is I made these 2-page ones, but they needed to be 2-page ones. Needed to be 2-page ones. Cozy. Okay, let's see. There you are.
I am here.
Ah, that's better. I don't know if you did anything.
No, no, not at all.
Yep, I actually, look, I have to turn it down. Dang, Mrs. Gigi.
That's strange. I didn't do,
That's right. That's right. I have to blame Jen Wren for saying it sounds the same over there.
That's good that you can hear me, but it might be just the fluke or something.
Yeah.
No.
All right, something cozy.
So, coziness, fall coziness.
Full coziness.
Yep. Or autumn, whatever you call this season.
Oh, there it goes again. You're starting to go down again. That's weird, Mrs. Gigi. I'm gonna blame the ocean.
Yep. Let's see, I don't really have. Do I want to cover this?
These baby wipes that I've been drawing. I thought that I had a nice one. Maybe I threw it away. It's stamped. Ooh. Must have
Hello,
got.
Candy. If you can hear me, I don't know.
We can hear you. It's weird. It's much better than original. So that's
okay. That's always a plus.
Yeah,
that is definitely.
Yep. Yep. Whatever you just did, it just cleared it up again. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not.
Fingers crossed it works. I have no clue.
You know sign language, so
yeah, Swedish one I know, but
I barely can understand some of the words in American Sign Language. So throw in some Swedish, forget it. I'd really coziness. I have this stuff that is so soft. Maybe I would use this stuff. Oh, hey, Kitty Jen. Hi, Becca. I just wanted to say hi. I can't say it. I'm going shopping, not forgetting you. I promise. So nice, Kitty Jen. I haven't seen it. Where have you been? You can just tell how cozy this is. I'm going to use this stuff.
Thinking about adding something like this, pockets.
Ooh, well, I probably need a pocket. Mrs. Gigi, can I get this next 6-7 weeks on 2 pages? I'm gonna have to come up with something. I'm gonna have to really oh, you know what though? I could put something on this page. I don't have to have a page for each, right? That wasn't the rule.
No, definitely not.
Because I put how many on this one page? 2, 3, 4. I did 4 on this page. Are we just missing 1 week? I think so, just this Sunday, right?
Yep.
Okay. I lose track of,
Oh, me too.
If my head wasn't attached, I'd lose track of that.
The thing is, and I don't know if it's not only Sweden. I think it's a European thing that you in Europe have, a number for each week. So this week is 46, and it's 52 weeks or 53, I think, this year with leap year or whatever
Oh yeah, that extra. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I have like a list of 52 prompt things for the whole year.
Right. Sounds good.
Oh, PJs. Oh, I love PJs. Oh. Let's see.
I was brushing Luna today, and I think I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a funny video, how to groom your cat, and then I'm gonna video how I groom Luna because she's hilarious. She could literally, and she does when she's had enough, she goes. She takes off running, she's done. But the whole time I'm trying to brush her, she's grabbing the brush and chewing on my hand and trying to get the brush out of my hand. So it's so funny because it's like, this is not working, Luna. Would you just let me do what needs to get done? And then by
okay.
I've brushed one little spot on her. That's all I've actually been able to get to is one little spot. Hey Barry, how you doing? Good morning, afternoon, I guess. Okay, so let's see here. I'm trying to think.
I was actually thinking about plaid something.
Plaid. That's Barry, Jen. All right, Kitty Jen. I'll try to remember to check my email. Good thing I don't have any sponsors or something because I don't
yeah.
my email.
I rarely use that anymore, really. That's
Your
I
email.
don't know why.
I know. But then I would hate for things like that to always be through text messaging.
Yep.
I mean, because I have I have the Facebook text message, which works, but sometimes I even miss some of those sometimes if I get too many at once. And so, yeah, it's kind of sad that people can get a hold of you no matter what all the time. It's like and they expect, well, I text you, and they know how easy it is for you, you're on your phone. So it's like, I know you had to have got it, right?
Yep.
And it's like, well, dang, but I didn't get it. And especially sometimes, well, I finally got a new phone. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
Oh, yep, you did.
So, well, I was pretty excited and happy with it. That's why everybody knows.
Oh, I think I'll learn.
But so now I have my new phone, and I'm not running into the issue that I was running into an issue. My messages weren't coming through. So, so many people, consider, oh, well, text messaging, you'll get it. No, I wasn't. Through my actual phone text messages, I wasn't getting them. And crazy too, like Gatton's other mom, she would send me a message and I wouldn't get it. And then I'd get, well, you didn't answer me. And I'm like, I didn't get anything. Then I'd look and and of course it doesn't give the time that it comes through. I guess it puts the time where maybe it came through the service or what, maybe through the phone company. So like I couldn't even say, no, look when it came through. No, it said yesterday at 4:30 p.m. And I'm like, I was on my phone definitely since yesterday at 4:30 p.m.
That's strange.
It was very strange.
And it was the phone, like it.
I don't know if it was the phone or the system, but since I've gotten my new phone, I knock on wood, it hasn't happened since I've gotten the new phone. So I'm wondering if the new phone wasn't connecting to the service correctly. But that's what I was blaming on is the phone because it was, it was getting pretty old. It was probably about a 5-6-year-old phone, which I want to say isn't that old. It should have been fine, but how
I would say if you buy one thing today, it's outdated next week or so.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or even just in a couple of days.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Or you buy it and it's like they brought out the new one next month. What? I didn't realize that. And the funny thing is I got the Galaxies and I got the 23, which is the newest. Hey, James, good to see you. Thank you so much. And I got my son the 22 because you could get his free. So if I opened up a new line, so I opened up a new line so I could get him a free phone because phones are like $1,000. And then mine, they gave me some sort of deal that instead of it being $35 a month, it's only $5 a month. Like I got a discount on it.
Oh, that's a
Because
good thing.
well, I had to trade in my other phone, which I'm kind of still waiting to see if they'll give me the full amount. They better, because I specifically said the problem. I said to the guy, I said, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong. And I told him, I can't afford, this if it is. He's like, no, it's showing that you're eligible and qualified. I was like, okay then. So my fingers are crossed. I got a message yesterday that it's been the phone. They got the phone. Now they have to see, if I don't know, they'll process it, I guess. Hi, Brittany's
Okay.
Life. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Have you met Mrs. Gigi before?
I think we've met. I don't know.
I think she's one of
With all the new friends.
followers. I know, they're everywhere. All these, gosh darn, all these new friends. Okay, do I want to use happy glue?
Ooh.
Or do I want to? Does anybody feel like sniffing some glue this
That
morning?
to me is like, ooh, I don't know what to say.
No, I'm good. Right?
Yep, kind of like that.
Mrs. Gigi doesn't indulge. I could use matte medium, I guess. I want to glue down some wool. It's so soft. I wish it was black wool, but we're going to pretend that well, you know what? Is this, can't remember in my favorite book from my childhood, Peppermint. I think she fell in a vat of, I think it was red dye though, huh? Well, this is kind of reddish pinkish. I could get the book and look. It could be like that, kitty. How do I want to glue this on?
I'm thinking kind of a slow stitch thing going here, so I don't know. But I'm cheating a little bit because I'm using glue. So pretend that you don't see this part, and the final result will be, in half an hour or so.
I'm good at pretending. It's good. Ooh. Ah. Happy. It's really, you know what though? It's so old, it really isn't as happy as it used to be. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if I will get a phone call while we're on here or not. I have my heater guy come in. I think he's scheduled to come later though. He's supposed to call before he comes, or maybe he'll text me.
Oh, okay.
We dropped down into the 30s last week, and I didn't turn my heater on. And then then I decided I wanted to get the chill out of the air. I mean, I didn't turn on all week. We just layered up on like blankets and sweatshirts and stuff. I was like, I just turned the heater off. I am not turning that door. Or I just turned the air off. I'm not turning that heater on, right? So I didn't turn on. And then I was like, well, I'm going to turn on to get that nip. There was just this nip that we couldn't get comfortable, finally after like 4 days of, and I turn it on and it won't turn on. So it was like, the only good thing about that is if it probably didn't turn on, if I would have tried to do that during the cold snap, I probably would have been mad. Like, my heater's not working and it's cold. So that's probably the good thing. But yeah, we're up into the 80s again today, so it's not like it's needed.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Not with that kind of heat. We have. Let's see. Let me think. It's maybe like 15 Fahrenheit or something.
Oh my! You guys getting snow? You guys got snow now?
Yep.
Well, the first snow is always nice.
I said the other day in my video, if you have watched it, like, oh, it's coming closer to us now, and it's here.
I did not, and I didn't get notified.
It's here.
I didn't get notified either, so you streamed.
No, I uploaded a video.
Oh, it didn't tell me. Watch us not be friends.
Mindy. Yeah, it could be some.
Mindy.
Yeah.
How you been? Good to see you. I have not seen you around, so it's nice to see you. I need to check and see if we're still friends because, yeah, I was not notified.
Yeah, but
I'm going to check
I
right
haven't
now.
really done anything on my channel for quite some time, so I'm not surprised if
I
there
mean, it
were
didn't
no,
even put it in my subscription. You know how it will put you in the
Oh, yeah.
subscriptions? It didn't even do that. Oh, I have you subscribed and the bell is rung, and it didn't tell me.
Oh,
That makes
that's
me
no
mad.
good. That's no good at all.
Look at this. I was beat up by my acupuncturist. She must have hit a capillary. She says that sometimes happens, and she knew when she did it. She's like, "Oh, this is gonna bruise you." She says it sometimes happens when you hit the
Yep.
capillary, and I mean that's an ugly bruise, man. Yeah, I even have your bell rang. That's crazy. 71 here. Oh, you got nice there in Kentucky. Has it snowed there yet? I can't remember if he has said that there was snow. Been dealing with the dogs. Well, thank you so much for stopping in. It's nice to see ya. I seen that you left a message on Lizzie's channel about her. Isn't her game just the funnest? Funnest, yes,
Yeah,
that's a word.
it is.
And
I
I
love
told her
it.
well, she and I kind of have been talking in Messenger on Instagram, and I was
Huh?
telling her that I have thought about doing that, but I've never like followed through and have done it. And now she's done it. Now I don't have to worry about making it up. I can just steal her.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I
but
told her, I said, I'm definitely going to do it on my channel because I've started working on a book. It's too small to probably do the prompts, the way that I'd want to do the prompts. But I'm definitely
yeah.
going to steal her list, and I'm going to share things that we've come up with on ours. This doesn't look like
Yeah,
a big mess.
and the things that you talked about the other day with, with everybody, including me, but I was just like kind of listening in the background. It was so much fun. And I don't
You went
know.
into a tunnel again. I don't know. It has to be. It has to be StreamYard. Oh, no? Yeah.
I,
Weird.
I don't know.
I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't say, but I can't hear you. So I don't want to
What?
keep I don't want you to
No.
keep talking if I can't hear. Is anybody else noticing that too? Say no, say no. Is anyone
That
else
is
noticing?
definitely not good at all.
No, no. Yesterday I just thought it was, yeah, okay, yeah. Bummer. It's fine now. Talk again.
I, I don't know what
Fine.
about though. That's the thing.
Yeah, fine. Weird. Really weird that it's just out of nowhere it's doing it.
Hmm.
It has to be StreamYard though, because it was doing it to Sheena yesterday.
Yep, it
Exact
was.
exact same thing. And I thought it was just, because she's perfect. Her setup is usually perfect on during her
Yeah,
stream.
I've seen her.
So I don't know.
Usually kind of like no problem at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird. Well, we'll keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I'll interpret and pretend I know what you're talking.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone understand what Mrs. Gigi's doing? Yep. I'm not sure that if this doesn't work out, that's okay. It's still going to be cozy. And that's the problem. Yeah, it did do like a static thing and then it changed. That's why I thought, well, maybe she's touching something, but it's weird that it was doing it yesterday too.
Yeah, and I wasn't
Oh,
really around.
there you go. Yeah. Well, you were having problems. Did you get that problem? Your son helped you?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it
that's
was kind. Yeah, I don't know. Going live, I haven't really done that, but everything should work.
yeah.
I like it. I've been streaming a couple of years, and I
Yeah.
really
It's not.
didn't do any change to
Yeah.
my knowledge.
Mm.
But you'll never know.
Yeah. I feel that same way. It's like, I've been doing this long enough. I know the basics, the basics, so why is it that, this is not working? Well, that's how I end up getting my new computer.
Yeah, it could be something like that, but
It'd be great if it
or
was
it
my
could
size.
be like wishful thinking.
Right. I am running off a TV, so that in the TV, is this the oldest one? No, I did switch it out for a little bit newer one, but it's still probably a 10-year-old TV that I'm using. It's a pretty old, not one, the newer TVs are actually in the bedrooms. This was just one. I don't even know. I think we got a new TV for the living room, and then they all got switched around. Like we got a bigger one for the TV, and then that one went in the big one went in the master bedroom, and then the one that was in the master bedroom, I think, went to Gatton, and I think that's how I got this one.
Okay.
So they all kind of get moved around. Oh yeah, that's exactly, now that I'm thinking about it, because we got one. We got a 45-inch or something from Walmart. I think 2 years ago
Mm-hmm.
at Christmas time. They were like unbelievable, the price. It was really cheap. And then Mandy got to use her discount on it too. So she bought it. It was kind of gift for us.
Oh.
I think it was like $150 for a 45-inch, and back at that time, that was
wow.
yeah, it was really a good deal. Yeah.
Wow, that definitely is one of those that you can't really
You couldn't pass it up. And then she got, I think, a 10% discount, and that's pretty much usually our taxes. So
okay.
that's how, that's kind of, the tax are 8.25. So it's kind of, with the 10%, you kind of think about it. Well, then it's whatever the price is without, because remember, our taxes get added on afterwards. So.
Yep, they do. And they kind of differs between all the states and things like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and counties sometimes. Yep.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh yeah, counties can even have different taxes. Yeah, and within the states.
That's
Good luck trying to learn them all.
Mhm.
That's why you just agree and pay what they tell you, because it's like, who knows? Especially if you're traveling.
Here they have like, one tax for food things, one tax for like like electronic things, one tax for, so it's all over the country. It's the same.
Interesting. So
And
it's tax per item type, not per city or whatever. Oh, okay.
So, and it's because of it's being the same all over the country, it's easy for, the stores to just have the same prices everywhere.
And it would be it's so to have that price on, to know what you're paying before you go up to the counter would be so
big difference, I would imagine.
And I'm sure people that, come from other countries and move here, I'm sure that's an argument. I bet you there's lots of arguments at, especially if you live somewhere where you get maybe a lot of immigrants or people from other countries coming to visit. I bet you they get a lot of, but the sign says this, and they're charging them, $3 more than the sign says, and I bet you there's arguments there. If they're not, I don't know what the word, they haven't traveled, or or whatever, they
I remember the first time in the US, with the thing like, it said this and that, and then I paid something else because of the tax. Couldn't really understand why.
Ripping off a foreigner. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
We really don't. We don't pay taxes at all. We just get all of our taxes from the foreigners. That's it. Get the foreigner. They won't know. I feel that way sometimes when I go, like when I used to go into Canada or something like that. I'm like, they're getting me. Because they always tell you, be careful when you travel.
Oh, okay.
Be careful, because they know that you're a tourist. They'll get you.
But don't you have, because we have like tax-free things, like
If
in,
if
you
you
know,
go to the tax-free places, yeah, the duty free, that's what they call it, duty free. If you go to the
oh
duty
yeah,
free buy, but if you're just if you're just shopping at their stores,
oh
on the
like irregular
street or
things
whatever,
and stuff.
yeah, not at the duty free. And you know what us Americans call duty.
Mhm. Food is tax free. Oh, is it? No,
Yeah,
that's
most food, unless it's prepared. If it's prepared food, then they tax you on it.
hmm,
So, like fast
well,
food or
that's yeah.
restaurants,
Hmm.
if you buy like an already cooked chicken at the grocery store, that's going to be
Oh,
taxed.
even like in the store, that's
Yes,
I
if
can definitely
it's
understand like
prepared.
restaurants and things like that, or food chains
Yeah,
and
right. Yeah, but if it's cooked, if it's like raw and not cooked, then no. But if it's already prepared food,
hmm,
hmm
I'll learn something new
because
each day.
they call us lazy, and they're like, well, you can pay the lazy tax. That's what it should be called, lazy tax.
No.
Just kidding. I love the prepared food. What am I talking about? If I didn't,
Mm,
well, I don't cook. I don't cook at all. Ding, ding,
you
ding.
don't?
I'm having a heck of a
Ay,
time.
ay, ay.
I don't know. I've just never been a cook. My mother's not a good cook. My grandmother's a very good cook. She had to cook for all those kids but my mother, I don't know, she being the oldest, if maybe, she was more watching the kids, so it wasn't the one,
Oh, could be.
I'm wondering because a lot of her sisters are really good cooks. But my mother, and even my grandmother has admitted my grandmother or my mother, my grandmother would just
Mm-hmm.
rather not eat my mother's cooking.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it's
Her
it's not
own
just
daughter.
it's not just me, it's like a known thing in the family. My mother just is not. My mother didn't, bake the cookies, like all the other girls, bake all the cookies and stuff that are, my grandma was always a baker too. So, she's got some great uh recipes, but my mother really isn't one that, was yeah, just wasn't. I love to cook, just not for myself. Oh, Barry.
She was good at
Cook for
something
your kitty
else. So
cat.
that's how I feel.
Well, you got all those kids you got all those mouths to feed.
Yep.
All your kiddos, they need food.
If they do, it's expensive.
Yes, yes. Now, see,
It's
when I like to cook, I love to cook a big meal. Like Thanksgiving, I used to love it when I was with my ex and I'd cook for like 15 to 18 people. I love that.
ooh.
But just to do everyday cooking,
Oh,
no, thank
is
you.
that like boring?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and I don't like to have to think what's on the menu, like what do I have to cook? What do I have to do to get the cook? Oh, wait, I ran out of this. Now what am I going to do? Like there's some people that's like, "Oh, I ran out of this. I whip this up and here it is and it's great." I whip stuff up and it's like, "Oh, that's going in the trash."
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
we
even
have.
my son says I can't even make hamburger. He's like,
Oh,
you even I
no.
mess up like boxed food." How do you mess up a boxed food? I do. So that's why I kinda have
Mm.
stopped. It's like if no one's gonna eat what I cook, why waste my time to cook it, right? It's such a waste of my time.
Or, we have to practice to get better.
Hush, hush. Nobody said that. That wasn't a question, Mrs. Gigi. Wasn't a question.
Hmm.
Now I'm too old. I mean, look at me. I'm too old now to learn. Shh, that wasn't a
Never
question,
too
Mrs.
old.
Gigi.
Never too old to learn new things. It's fun to learn new things.
I like to bake, like cakes, and I will,
Mm-hmm.
if I like to bake cookies and cakes, and I don't do it that often, but I do like to, do that kind of cooking, baking, but to like make a meal, yeah, no.
Hmm.
Look at
I don't know. I can, in a way, understand you. I am not the kind of person that just looks into the fridge or, looks into the cupboards and, oh, we have this and this and this. And 10 minutes later, la la, we have the
Oh,
best
yeah,
meal ever, Some
right.
people are like that.
Yeah,
But
right. And
um,
really good at it. Like, not only can they do that, it tastes really good. Like, they know
oh,
what
yep.
flavors mixed together and all that. Good morning, Dan. And it's just crazy.
Morning. Oh, yep. In
But
one way, I wish I were like that, but I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not. We have
I
a
think I
weekly.
pretend that that's maybe why my stuff doesn't turn out, because I pretend I'm like that and I get in there and start adding stuff to it and it's like, "Ugh, what did I do? Shouldn't have did
Yeah.
that. Shouldn't have added those our anchovies to that dish." No, no, no.
Sometimes, it's. I like to cook, but then again, we always have like weekly menus. So,
See, if I could do I've thought about those companies that they do that, they send you all the stuff for the meal. I've
oh
thought of
no.
that it's just as a start. I thought if I could do it like as a start, and maybe it would
Mm-hmm.
kind of teach me, but they're expensive to just do. I've looked at them many a times and it's like, well, and they're like, but that's it's only this much per meal. And it's like, really? I think if I could buy all these, I think I could do it cheaper than that. I mean, I don't know, but it
Yeah,
just
you can definitely. We always ask the kids like each week, like, what do you want to eat? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then like school lunch type thing, but always warm food.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, we always have. It's easier, and then we literally only buy the things we need for the specific week.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's a
so
hard thing for me. That's why you said I could we could come on early, and I was like, give me 15. I was in the middle of buying food. Oh,
oh, okay.
guys, I do need to grab this. This is a medical question.
Oh,
Hopefully I
yep.
won't be that long.
No worries at all, and hope to, or I don't even know if you can hear me. uh, you can see probably what I'm doing. It's a coffee filter. The prompt is cozy, and I'm trying to do something. I was inspired by Becca yesterday when you talked all about those prompts and fabrics, and to me, I don't know, it has to do with the season. It might be only that. The season of being, a little bit slower. And of course, for me, a little bit colder where I am in Sweden. Everything slows down this time of year. So for me, this is coziness, slow stitching. And I was thinking, for those that have been on my channel, I have been doing, I think it's 2 years, 3 years maybe, YouTube quilt type, slow stitching type thing. And I couldn't find it. I have no clue where it is. So I was thinking anyway of creating a new one, because it could be that I've been throwing it away. I didn't really want to do that with this little. It started out with literally a thing like this, and then added on more and more and more and more things. It wasn't finished. It wasn't meant to be finished.
But I have no clue where it is. But 2024 might be the new quilt. See if we can get this to work. It's just a couple of more stitches. A couple more. All the way around. Please. I do have more blue thread, but so for me it is evening time and not really doing too much. Just came home from work and soon it's, you know, eating and going to bed and do the same thing again tomorrow. That's kind of like the what it's like. See, just the tiniest little stitch helping me out. Let's see, can we do something here? Put something there or something, or
Sorry about that.
no problem at all. Hello, Chris. Let's see, that
Oh, hey,
one
Chris.
is
Chris.
what did I do there? What did I do? Let's see if we can use this thread. Did it go well, the phone call, or was it like?
It was just a touch base. I called
okay.
I called a catheter company this morning. I'm trying to get them in network because we have to use people in our network to get, you know, get our supplies. And the lady that I've been working with all year is no longer with the company. So then the next lady and then somebody else had to call me back when they were out of their meeting. So.
Oh, and that's something that you know, I can definitely see that you have to have that thing working because.
Yeah, well, I haven't been able to order all year because it's crazy because they want me to use an in-network provider, and the in-network providers that they had at the time when I changed my insurance last year weren't very good. Like the one place I had to go pick up my supplies, they didn't ship, and then the one place only did it at the beginning of the month, and I'm like, well, that's not how my, you know, anyways, it was crazy. So I want to use this company, but we'll see. We'll see. She's going to see what she can do. Anyways. Crazy. Here's my comfort. What is it supposed to be? Cozy, comfy, something. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Coziness. Kitty cats are coziness to me. Always.
Well, full coziness for me. Let's see if we can do something. Let's see. What did I do now? People, what did I do? I'm trying. Let's put the glue stick in the process of something.
Am I missing anyone? No. How you doing, Chris? And hello, Cindy.
Seriously.
What are you up to, Cindy?
Cutting.
Thank y'all for hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate you.
I have no clue. Let's see. We'll have to do something with that. And what in the world? What in the world?
What in the world? Let's see. We're going to stick you down here. Just finished invoicing packing for last night. Oh, that's right. Monday nights. I need to get over there. Oh, I'm usually on. I know we're usually on with Dana. That's what's happening. Or me, Dana or me. We go Sunday nights, it's Dana or me, and Monday nights, it's Dana or me. We kind of play whichever one wants to do it. I'm going to stick her right down on here. I think this was your favorite color, my favorite color. I think that's what that is. And I'm sure we have a favorite color. And now I'm putting kitty cat on. That's too
I'm
different.
thinking putting this here and cut that thing off.
How pretty.
What type of glue though? I need to cut that off, unfortunately, because yep, it's too big. It's too big. So just like that.
Aren't we supposed to measure twice, cut once? I usually cut twice and measure after I've messed up already
I don't
twice.
know about the measurement here at all. You know, that's just not for me.
Nope,
Measurements.
me either.
No. I know people that love measurements, and to
Oh,
me, it's
yeah.
Chinese. Literally, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
like the excitement. Oh, look at Digo Crochet and Crafts. You're somebody new. I know I've never sang that song. I know it. Welcome, 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 welcome to my channel. Welcome, 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 Digo. I think it's Digo. Crochet and Crafts. I go to their. I'm not subscribed. Let's see, there's 1.5. Let's see. Oh, yep, all kind of some crocheted stuff here. Videos, Halloween decorations, a bobble stitch baby blanket. Ooh, here's her showing some her. I don't know if it's her or he or. Hello, welcome to Digo Crochet and Crafts. My passion is to crochet, but I also do other crafts. I enjoy making wonderful things for my family and friends. Homecoming moms. Oh, are you in Texas? Homecoming moms is one of the things I love making. I will be doing shout out videos, reviews on crochet related items, charity fundraising. Wow. Tutorials, giveaways, and other fun things.
Ooh, fun.
Sounds fun. She or they are an ice cream yarn affiliate. I'm not a yarn person, but if any of y'all are yarn people, you probably know. I'm going to go ahead and give a subscribe. Oh, and there are definitely, it's a she. There's a picture of her. Hello.
Welcome. I would say.
Oh yeah, all kinds she
You
does. It
know,
looks like winning drawings. It looks like all kind of fun stuff over there on your channel. Welcome. Welcome,
I
welcome.
totally forgot. I totally forgot to say välkommen, which is welcome in Swedish. I always do that when you sing your song.
Yeah, what's up? You're out of practice.
I am. I definitely am.
Oh, is her name? Everybody knows her except me. Hi, Diane. Her name must be Diane. And Becky Waters.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, West Texas. Oh, okay. West Texas. Very good. I'm in Central Texas. Oh, no, she introduced herself. She said, hi, my name is Diane. That's all. Hi, Diane. I'm in Central Texas. So, yeah, very good. Maybe I have met. Have we met? Because I remember meeting somebody recently.
Seriously, like I have no clue. I have no
Texas
clue.
is large, so
Oh, yep. Oh, I
leave
wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking like in person. I was thinking around. Oh.
Right. Okay, I gotcha.
I can definitely see that you're not. With the size of Texas and everything, I would imagine like within an hour. Yeah, I don't even know. I would have said something like, within the crafting community, or some other place online somehow.
Yeah, no, I have not. I don't believe I've ever ran to her. Texas is their own. It is. We're pretty. Yeah, you're right, Cindy. Right. We could be. If America makes us too angry,
Isn't that a thing?
Yes, we can. What is that called? What's it called? Who can help me with that big word that they use? We can leave the union and become our own state. It's written in our Constitution. in the Texas Constitution or whatever. Or
I
during,
would say, yeah, because I've heard about that, and I don't know if it's really, something that will be in the future, but I've heard
well,
that.
if the country keeps making us mad the way I thought for sure that we would with this current president, I thought for sure Texas would say, okay, enough's enough. We're out of here. But we didn't. I mean, it would be hard because, the imports and the exports and, there's be so much, borders
Uh-huh.
and, how, because if we were to do, and I'm sure there's probably
I would
stupid
say
law.
I don't really know because I live in Europe, and Europe
Right.
is a whole bunch of
Little
different
tiny
countries with
Yeah,
all
right.
different kind of things.
And of course, federal taxes and things like that that support the states, we would lose out on all that
Oh, yep.
financial money wise. And no one wants to lose out on that. But I could see it. I really could. Texas has some pretty strong, Texas has some pretty strong, we've just had such an influx though from California that I would be afraid that the votes would be really tight now. I don't think
Yeah.
although they all think that we'll flip, but we're never going to flip. I don't think we will ever flip to the other side. I don't think these people think they think that if they get the large cities that they'll flip the state, but I don't think a lot of these people understand how many people don't really live in the cities in Texas. I mean, yes, cities
Mm-hmm.
are large, but there's still a heck of a lot, and there's a heck of a lot of the money that comes into Texas are from those
Yep.
ranchers and such that I don't think they maybe understand. But yeah, I mean, they might have flipped Austin to be, one, they flipped it to be, more liberal, but
Mm-hmm.
that's, you know, that's
Uh,
Austin,
Seem yeah.
that's not
Seem
the
with the size of Texas, I think we have looked into that, haven't we?
Yeah, we
Haven't
have. You and I, we've done that. Ooh, I like that. I like the brown, and I'm not a brown person. That's not a
I
color.
would say, that is fall to me, brown and orange and things like that. So, and for those that don't know, I don't really have too much time to craft anymore, and I have been going all into tags, all
Oh,
different kinds
smart.
of tags, and
Yeah, because that's smart.
they are quick
Because
and
they're,
easy to make,
I was just gonna
and
say,
yet you can do you can do something really cute, but then it doesn't really take too much time.
kind of like ATCs. If you you can really throw together an ATC too.
Yep.
Mhm.
I have my little thing of, it is actually my November memory folder. I've created my it may be sound a little bit strange, but I used to do a monthly journal,
Mhm.
and I don't do that anymore. I have my memory folder thingy. That's kind of where I've been
Well,
doing.
whatever you can do, as long as you keep creating. That's how I look at it. Don't stop creating.
So this, no, definitely that's I have that each day at work. So
Ah, thank
that's
you,
kind of.
Digo. Is it Dig? Oh, wait, Diana. I'm gonna kind of try to remember that D-I, the beginning. I bet you that's your first and last name, huh? Diana, and then the Geo is probably but I might not. Maybe it's Diana Go. It doesn't. Don't tell me your last name. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying. Okay. Um, very good. Well, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And if you'd like to share so people can find you, you can put !share, and your channel will come up, and then people can click on it and go check you out too. We love to share, and we love to shout out channels and share with people and get to know other people. We have all different types of people on here. We paper craft. We work with fibers. I felt. I hand sew, I embroider. If I could get my machine out, I would use my machine. I do know how to crochet, but I haven't done it in years. I don't even know. I know I don't have a crochet hook. I do have knitting needles, but my knitting needles are used for making paper beads. Don't judge me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we do a little bit of everything. I'm kind of silly. I say off the wall things sometimes, so don't take something I say to heart. I probably meant it in a totally opposite way of maybe how it sounded. It wasn't
Yeah.
Mrs. Gigi, she's like, yeah. And
Mhm.
Mrs. Gigi is not American, so she really catches it when I say things off the wall. I'm like, oh, dang American again. She loves odd
Yeah, I don't know if you said it first.
French embroidery. I don't know what that is. And hello, Teresa. Good to see you. I said it first. Miss Gigi's like, I ain't gonna say nothing. Just gonna sit here and let her spit it out. She's gonna say it all.
Yeah, it is kind of fun sometimes, you know. I love
It's only
all
fun
different kind
sometimes.
of
Right?
views on all different kind of topics.
It's only fun sometimes.
Mm.
Oh my
It's a little
goodness.
bit sad, a little bit of everything, but you know.
Oh goodness gracious. How you doing, Miss Teresa? You up and about yet? You still on your back? I couldn't be that. How you those poor dogs? Did you find them homes? Those poor dogs. Poor Teresa. Not that I care more about animals than humans. Is that sad? I really do. There's actually a quote somewhere I've read many a times that say something like that. Like, you know, I can't remember
Yeah,
how it goes, but it
I've
goes
heard that.
about, the animals, you care more about pets or cats or something. You think more to check on your cats than you do your loved ones.
Yep, I've seen that around. Isn't that like a thing? I don't know. To me, might have something to do with what gives energy and what drain you.
Ah.
And
Mhm,
I don't know.
mhm. Ooh, Diana's been following Jen for a while. Very good. We love our Jen. Oh, Shannon's cooking something. What are you cooking? Something smells good. I think I smell garlic.
Ooh,
Anything with garlic is good, right? I love
yep,
garlic.
absolutely.
I would love to say, like, count me in on that, but that could be kind of strange. I would love to visit all my American friends sometimes.
Sometime you're gonna come over and visit.
I was, some of you might not know, but I was going to the US. Let's see, when was it? Like 2022, 21. Yeah, the summer of 2022. No, 2021. I was about, I had everything planned, everything, but then, the sad thing of what happened.
Stupid
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. So everything was planned. I was
About to visit some of you.
Who's gonna embark and come over here to the United States and
yep,
cause
and then
havoc over here?
it was up to the point where I couldn't really
Oh, yeah.
Go because of things going on all around the world.
Yep. All around the world, people thinking for me. Knows. He said my C5 and 6 discs are deteriorated and the right side of my spine is narrowing.
Oh,
Thanks very much.
That to me sounds no good at all.
Not good at all.
Not good. Not good. Let's see. I was about to click on that. Why in the world am I tearing bits and pieces like this? Oh, I want this and that, and then are
Looks
you like that
it
too?
looks like a tiger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I start ripping and tearing, I'm like, oh, I could put this piece over here and then rip it some more and tear it some more.
But then I'm to the point where I like the process of just ripping, so I create more all kinds of new smaller ripped things like this.
It must be relaxing for you. A relaxing, calming.
No, I'm not. I have no clue what it is. It might be, I wish it was. I haven't really changed anything for the last 2 years. It could be the connection itself. I have no clue.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. No, yeah, no, Barry. She doesn't use a clip-on.
I wish it was that easy.
That'd be easier to explain. But yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like. You're right, Barry. Like it's a like every time, sometimes you move. I don't know. Just weird.
The only thing, and the thing that I think it has to do with, because I think I told you before, it has to do something with the cord, like the cord to, because I have the.
Oh yeah, because it just got worse again. I wonder if that's what it is.
It might just be that, and in that case, I need to get myself a new camera. And I have been looking into a wireless one, but that is like $600 or something.
But I do. I have.
I bet, you know what I bet? I blame it on Luna. Luna probably found your wires and decided these look fun.
Could definitely be. Now when you're
Amanda.
Yep.
I blame our little kittens.
She usually, that could really be it. I haven't really thought about that before.
That she might think that she might have found a new toy.
Yeah, because could definitely be that. Because I don't even know.
That's something that has changed in the last year or so, is her.
Oh, and she is a little bit over a year old. It might be that we have found what's causing the whole thing. That is so strange. The sound.
I don't put nothing past my cats. They nothing.
But that is interesting that you say that, Barry. Because I am like that, and the only thing that I can kind of explain is that it has to do with, because my son is like into electric. He's like an engineer type study thing. The only thing that I can think of is that there is some sort of cord issue.
Mm-hmm.
The actual, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm wondering if that's what it is. There might just be one little, sometimes it's just that one little cord that just is touching every once in a while and making, making it not make that connection or whatever I'm trying to say. So.
Yep. But then again, I don't know. I haven't really decided, but Christmas is coming up.
Yes, it is.
And I have a long wish list of things to this whole thing, camera, mic, lights, things like that. So maybe things are changing. Yep.
Maybe for Christmas you'll get a whole new setup.
Yep, that's kind of like my plan anyway.
You have to be a good girl. You have to behave. Don't be naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, being naughty isn't good for getting stuff for Christmas. Don't ask me how I know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you are all into that fabricy thing too.
Yes, I started this about, I guess, 3 weeks ago. I started making little squares, and now that's why I was so excited to see Lizzie doing her thing, because I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, but I wasn't doing them as prompts. I was just, and I had everybody kind of give me a list of, I've got a list of ideas, and she had things. Now that I thought of one, she had things that I didn't have on mine, so I got to go to her list and add them. But yeah, so this is a little, I added beads to this paper. It's a paper, it's something for paper, but I added some beads. I just glued them on there because they were so little. It's a little bit,
cute.
Now I just decided to take thread and I wrapped it through and then put a knot in it. And now I'm putting little beads just to help the thread hang instead of being all crazy like. That might be a weak spot in the cord. That's what I was trying to say. Weak spot.
Yeah,
My outdoor weather cam has a microphone, but quit after a severe thunderstorm. It was a $30, so I am not going to fix it. And the camera is all I need. Oh yeah. Is it like one of those that hangs outside, Barry? Is that what you mean by outdoor camera?
I talking to my son about this whole issue type thing. I was like, you know what?
because he streams too, so I'm like, I
Oh,
can,
your son streams
just
too?
borrow his things. Oh, he has perfect lighting, perfect everything. Because he's all into that, with
Oh,
so top-notch
well,
type things are extremely expensive, unfortunately for me. But if
you know what
I'm
you do?
gonna do this,
You keep borrowing it so much that he's like, that's it. I got to get mom one. That's it, right?
the thing is that he has, the whole setup with computer because he is streaming like games online.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so he has whole things like I don't even know half of the things that he has.
Well, that's even better. So you take your craft stuff into his area, and he'll even get you a computer. He'll
That's
get
kind
you one
of
even
where
faster.
I'm going. Like,
Even he'll be like, "What are you doing?" Well, you said I could borrow it. And there you go. You just start working right there, and he's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work." He'll be talking dad real quick. Let's get this for mom for Christmas.
Yeah,
I think we just solved your problem. I think we just did it. There you go.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
and
my
the
son was like, "No, you can't use my computer." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's not running. It's not." He gave me every excuse in the book. It's not running right. It. Which he said this computer is better than his laptop, which blows my mind because I thought his laptop was really a good computer, but I guess it's just gotten now. Like you were saying, a day after you buy something, it's outdated. So
yep, yeah. I'm amazed by like what the world has become. That it's kind of sad to say it like that, but that's
yeah.
really
Oh yeah. There's and yeah. To try to keep up, it's almost impossible. I mean, unless you are, you have money at your disposal and you could buy something, when something drops, you're like running out there to get it because money isn't that an issue for you. Yes, a throwaway world.
oh
Isn't that so sad? Like that's not, yeah, it drives me nuts, the throwaway world.
yeah.
But then these are the same people buying the stuff that they want the world to, everybody, it. I'm sorry, but Teslas and electric cars are throwaway cars. They can't be
Mhm.
worked on. They
Mhm.
can't be, revived. When they're done, they're done. And they're like, well, we'll be recycling the cars. Why recycle the cars? Just make a car that will last 30 years, 40 years. Like,
Yep.
there's no reason why not. We have the knowledge to make vehicles last that long, but instead we've changed over to everything being so that they don't last that long. And they're getting to the point where they don't even sell ones that are, you can't just buy a basic car that doesn't have all this electronic stuff in it.
Oh
They
no,
force
yeah,
you,
that's true. That's
they
definitely
force
true.
you to get these newer wave cars, and it's like, but I don't need all this crud in it. I don't, that drives me nuts, that you're exactly right. They can't
Yeah,
make money that
and
way.
then you
I
see,
know.
I don't know if you have, of course not in Texas, I would imagine, but like the Teslas here,
Oh,
if
we have
it's
tons of
cold
Teslas.
weather and things like
Mhm.
that, they doesn't
Oh,
really work. And
have they been proven not to be working really well? Well, that's even and I mean, it's gotten, maybe they've gotten better. I would think the heat would hurt a battery more. Heat has always been bad for batteries too. Cold too. The drastics. Because like
uh-huh.
when I first got a Prius, they told me, you don't want to let it sit for more than 2 weeks, without running it because the battery can just die. Now, I'm sure that they have improved that, that this was, back in the mid 2000s, 2010 was my last, my old Prius that's sitting out there. But
Mhm.
my old
Yeah.
Prius is still running, my old Prius is just fine. Um, the thing that's wrong with it right now is it has a broken windshield. That has nothing to do with the components of it.
Oh no.
That had to do with a rock coming up and hitting me from the road.
That's here they have like problems if it actually read like I think it was like January, February this year. There was a big like traffic jam type thing going close to where I live, and with the electronical cars in queuing and things like that, um, they ran out of battery,
Oh,
so they
I didn't
yeah
think about that. Like if they're in a traffic jam. Ooh, didn't think about that. Not at all.
yeah
Just like the cars run out of gasoline when there's a big traffic jam if they don't shut them off and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole big like a traffic accident, and there were
Hmm.
like several hours. I was talking like several hours. People were sitting on the highway for like 3 hours or 4 hours straight.
Yeah.
In the middle of winter, like cold winter.
Yeah.
So
They
that
couldn't.
ended up being something that the loads of rescue teams had to get all those
The other cars,
fancy
not only the
cars.
ramp.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It was a good learning experience for those people.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my son and I have talked about it a lot because, of course, he's at that generation. I was trying to find out what his thoughts and stuff are, but he's kind of on board with me. He doesn't, agree with, they're good for, I think electric cars are great in some instances, but they're not great for the whole world, and they're not great for certain parts of the world, the world. I don't think of the world. I mostly
Hmm.
think around here because here we have so many different types of weather here, but yeah, it's not reasonable. It's not reasonable for these people. Like I was watching this guy and he was defending his thing. He said, well, it takes 20 minutes to get 80% in my car. And I'm thinking, if I'm traveling, like if my Pennsylvania trip, if I'm traveling to
Hmm.
Pennsylvania, I don't want to have to stop 2 times on my way and have to charge. And that's if there's a charging
Oh
station
no.
open, and
Hmm.
sit there and wait 20 minutes for only to get 80% life to travel my next leg. You
Yeah. Hmm.
It's just not feasible for everybody to have something like that. And maybe someday,
It,
maybe someday it will be feasible, but it doesn't make sense to me at any time. Yeah, and our grid won't hold it. I know that's kind of a funny thing. And people are like, "Well, it's cheaper." You really think it's going to be cheaper? Come on. Come on. Oh, I love my Samsung stuff. I love my
like, don't talk bad about those.
yeah, I like I've had Samsung washer and dryer forever. I'm on my third set, and I like it.
Oh, when
I had a
thinking about
Samsung
that,
fridge.
recommendation about that, because the one that we have right now, I have no words. It's not the Samsung one, but no, with a big
Well,
family, we need
I
to
think
have
Jen was
those
saying
things
something
work.
about hers. Jen doesn't like her Samsung, I think is what she was saying. I missed all that.
What?
We wouldn't be able to support every person to have an electric car. Hmm. But they're trying to bring, the semi trucks, making them electric, and the truck drivers are laughing, and
Oh yeah,
the
we have
sad
that
thing
here.
is, it's taken their jobs away too. They're trying to make it so that they're the non-drivable ones, the ones that do it without the truck drivers. It's like, why would you take people's jobs away when it's working just fine? It's working just fine. Well,
Yeah.
you don't replace them, Barry. And they said that about Priuses too. My Prius out there now, that the only bad thing about it sitting is it's probably not good for the battery. They were so concerned about me getting one because if my battery goes out, the batteries don't go out as often as they don't. Now your regular battery does, but that's just a regular car battery. It's $140 for,
Yeah.
a car
Yeah.
battery.
Hmm.
But soon you won't be able to, Barry. I can't believe how much cars are.
I actually talked about that with a friend, and I I know from experience visiting the US that the public transport system isn't really too good in terms of, with the European eye.
Well, going from one
Um,
city to the other, definitely there is none. But inside some of the big cities, like New York has a good system. And
yeah, yeah, that's
but
probably
yeah, a
true.
lot of
Like, yeah,
people here, everybody has their own car. That's the thing. Most everybody has their own car. And now with Ubers, everyone takes Ubers now. You take the
they
public share
do.
systems now. Seems like
I would
public share
say
is really important, and public share is just everywhere. It's even up in my sister's small town, and
here it's, the public transport system is, y- you don't really need a car. That's what I'm trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
That because
that would, yeah.
either you have like train or bus, and you can get one. Like where I live literally in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the woods. Definitely, it is. It's a little tiny village, and we can, and we have the bus. You have to maybe, midday from to and from work, nothing really special. To and from school and things like that. But in the middle of the day, you have to wait 30 minutes for the bus.
Mm-hmm.
But with work and school, it's like every 5 minutes. So you don't really have to, if you like miss the train or the bus, you only
Mm-hmm.
have to wait like 4 minutes.
See, if you're close to the cities and live in like if you live in outskirts from a city, like I can only talk for Pittsburgh, and I'm sure
Hmm.
Pittsburgh has it. Some of these newer fangled cities probably have it, but their bus system, is
Hmm.
kind of like that.
Hmm.
If it's during rush hour during school and stuff, the buses run quite often, and they have like every maybe half an hour they go out to the outskirts. The buses take you out, and they have a lot of like park and ride, large parking lots where you can park your car and jump on the bus to take the bus into town.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So they have a lot of those around Pittsburgh. And I've noticed that they're doing that here. We have a new light rail system. Well, it's not that new anymore, but they have a park and ride where, it brings you from, 30 miles out to take you into Austin. And so you park your car and you ride the light rail for 30 miles to get into, so that you're not taking your car into town.
Uh-huh.
Getting
Uh-huh.
people to leave their car that's not from outside of the state, that's the hard thing. You have people from outside the state that have moved here and it's normal for them. But to get somebody that's from Texas and they're like, I'm not gonna drive my car to this spot and then take a train in. I'm taking my car. So
Hmm.
I always drove into town. My one job I had, they paid for my parking, so I didn't have to worry about parking. And then the other job I worked, we had parking. It had a parking lot attached to it. But if I had to pay for parking, I probably would take I would have taken the light rail. I put little beads on.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm used to being able to take the train or the bus.
Yeah,
To me,
wherever
that
you need to go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even in our big cities, it's you don't the bus and usually the bus they have trains and trams, but with the bus in the morning they are like coming one after another. You don't really have to wait
And
because
I know, like
they
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, to me that is just how everybody that or the bike.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the cities, if you live close enough to a large city, again, I can only talk about Pittsburgh and Austin. Austin used to have horrible transportation. They had nothing. And then they had this influx of all these people, and it has definitely gotten better. But when I first moved
Hmm.
here, I was confused because I was always taking the bus. I mean, my car would sit and I would take a bus, and here if you had a car, you just don't take a bus. You didn't take a bus. Now that has changed in 20 years, 30 years. But, when I first moved here in Pittsburgh, that was how you did it. But Austin
Hmm.
was still a pretty growing city at the time when I moved here. Um, but yeah, in Pittsburgh, I rode the bus all the time. And, buses, when you were inside the city, it was free. You jump on and jump off. There's no paying. You only paid if you rode it
Hmm.
outside of the city and not outside of the downtown, not the city downtown. But downtown you rode it for free.
Yep.
So, so if you know, and you could jump any of them, and it was like a constant buses just constantly ran by. So if you were trying to get to the other side of downtown, you could jump on any of them because almost all of them took a different circle path in downtown. So as long as you were at the beginning over here and you were trying to get over here, you jump on whichever came first, and you jumped on, rode over there for free. So
Yep.
and they have an underground subway there too, and you could do the same thing. You could jump on in town and ride it free. So
Yeah, we have it like that. It's not really free, but it is extremely cheap.
yeah.
Extremely, like, it's not comparing to I don't know about like parking and gas or
Mhm.
things like that. So
Yeah, that's why I would
yeah,
take the bus, because you could, one, if you took your car into town, good luck finding parking. And if you do find parking, it was like $10 for the first 5 minutes and
yep.
$15 for, and it's like, well, holy cow, no, I couldn't,
Mm, that's kind of like that here too. And like, no, if you're going, for
I
work.
can't even get into the place for the first 15 minutes to pay. I haven't even made it in yet. And they're already charging me $15. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what I am going to do, I was thinking about this. This will represent today for me,
Mhm.
I think. I don't know if I'm not finished
Oh, tag
100%.
sits here. That's cute.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have the tag here, and I'm going to put it in here in my tag
Oh, in your November.
thingy.
Uh-huh.
So this will be today's tag so, and I am creating all sorts of things to put in here. And so, yep, that's what I do.
Cute.
And today. Oh, November 7th. Who?
Can you believe it? I can't believe that. Where has this? I don't know where it's gone. I don't know. Where did this year go? This was one of the faster years for whatever reason. I don't know why.
The strange thing is, yeah, that to me is extremely strange because, with the last couple of years, when the whole thing was ongoing, it was slow. But
Yeah.
then 3 years was like, in an instance. Something I don't know. It was
Yeah.
really strange.
Yep. I agree. Oh, what am I doing?
Am I going to use fabric on that? I was thinking fabric something. Let's see. Or ooh, I need to use this little bin of. This is why I need to do something fabricy. I was inspired. I don't know if you have seen Janet's. I am not
Oh,
sure if,
Janet Nash. She's her.
yeah, she did something that I love to try. So, all bits and pieces. She cut them down tiny, 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 and then
Uh-huh.
took, I think it was toes, not, or I'm not sure. She took something like a netting type thing like this.
Okay.
Put I only have this little tiny piece, but
Yeah.
she put the netting like this, put tiny, tiny, tiny bits and pieces of fabric. She cut them down and then
Uh-huh.
netting on top and then sewed. So the whole thing was, sewed all over, like, so the whole thing
Oh,
became like a fabric piece in the
a new
end.
piece of fabric. Ah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to go catch it. Ah, so
I,
she made
I
her
think
own.
it was like last week or something. Yeah, I have, and then I have this type of netting. I was thinking because you gather up all kinds of bits and pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's kind of how I'm keeping. I keep all of my little strings from my cutoffs. you know, like the little pieces. That's what,
Oh yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
that's what a lot of this is. It's not usable. It's all, and I'm going to do something not to that effect, but that gives me an idea. But I was just going to take these and put them on, and then hand sew them all, you know, to, you know, I'll take a chunk like this and put it down, and then I will sew it
Oh,
onto my fabric as a, I don't know. That's just what I've been doing. I've been collecting. That's what, I don't know what it is,
oh
but
yeah.
that's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Hmm.
that would be. Oh, I would like to feel that because of the texture-y thing. Go. Oh, yep.
I hope so. Yeah, that's my goal. Because you know, I love to touch. You know, I love,
Uh-huh.
you know, the feel of art. I always am touching my, you know, texture is the good.
Mm-hmm. I actually found something that I think it was 2 years ago or maybe last year. This little tiny thing that I was working on that summer, and that I didn't
Oh yeah, little
finish.
book. That's about the
I
size
didn't.
that I'm working on right now. Well, it was supposed to be that small, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I finally was like,
This was actually an what's the scene thing. Uh, it was, I don't know the actual size because I've folded it, but
I don't think
it's
I've
the
seen
same
this.
concept as a scene, and
Yeah,
I folded the whole thing, and it's not finished, but it was meant to be a
I
little.
yeah, I like it. You need to finish it.
Yeah, and I think it was like 2 summers ago because it says summer here in
Yeah,
Swedish.
I was gonna tell you spelt summer wrong. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this was, I just sat for, I was actually at our little cottage where,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I, it was just like, a little bit there and a little bit there. This was something
Yeah,
that
I like
I,
it. Yeah, you need to work on and finish it.
yeah,
That's like
I found,
I found my one glue book that I totally forgot about, and I was like, "This is so cute. This is how I like to glue book." You know, this is the style that I like. It's like, why did I stop doing them this way? So, yeah,
I
I
have all kinds of things just laying around,
yeah.
things like that. Mm, This thing, you have probably seen it several times. This little thing.
Oh, I
I
don't
just
know.
put all different types of. I have not.
Did you crochet the outside?
Yep,
Do that?
and
Nice.
it's yeah. No,
Oh, look
I
at
have
that.
no
Nice
clue.
even
This
stitches.
was something that I kind of felt in just putting things together, sewing in bits and pieces. It's
But how cute is that? Yeah, you just kind of, I like it. That's my kind of style. See, Mrs. Gigi, that's where we're friends.
mm, yeah.
Yeah, look at how
So this
cute.
is nowhere near finished. It was meant
Right.
to be, adding bits and pieces. It could be.
So much texture, so much things to look at and touch. That's what I like. With every page, you have
Yeah, the
something to
thing
look
the thing was, I was meant to, it started out, this is a dryer sheet.
at.
I
Ah,
think we used it in some sort of project, and this is a dryer sheet, so I sewed all different kind of things on there.
very good.
And then I was thinking, adding all of this and more, and to this thing. So it might be in the future something.
Yeah,
So it's all different kind of bits and pieces there. Fabric, dryer sheet. This is a napkin from my
I like
grandma.
how you have the little tags hanging off. Yeah.
So probably
Good idea with the
something.
crochet, you know, as the outside. I don't know if our chat has stopped or if we've lost. We're not meaning to not talk to it. My chat has just totally stopped. That
It has. I don't know.
maybe they're not talking. They don't have nothing interesting to say to us.
Could be something like that.
Mhm. That's okay. We don't care. We'll talk to Mrs. Gigi and I are just fine hanging out by ourselves. We can entertain.
Yeah,
We can entertain each other. We have many a
absolutely can.
time. I'm not picky.
The thing I was thinking about adding something to this because it was actually meant to be smaller, but then the fabric was, hanging off, and I don't really mind. But this is paper
Oh,
in the middle here. So,
uh-huh.
and that was because I wanted to write something, and like that.
Oh, it's
It's
paper.
a
Oh, in the
cardstock
whole
pit.
center. Oh, look at that.
So
I
it
thought you put that
started.
on top of it, but
No,
it's
I crocheted around that, and then around and round and round, and added that one too.
Mhm.
So
Nice stitches. Oh,
I
there's
don't.
Barry. Barry says I'm still here. Oh, well, I ordered my groceries right before I got online, Barry.
So yeah, maybe that could be. I have already planned a thing for 2024, but this might
For
be.
what you're going to work on. Have you planned our what we're going to do on our
No,
channel?
I have no, no.
No.
Do you have any suggestions?
Um, let me think about it. I did, but I can't think what it was. I thought,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna mention this to Mrs. Gigi and see what she thinks, but I don't remember what it was. So don't quit thinking about it because you've come up. This was really good. This was fun. This was fun, this one prompt a week, but I don't know if we want to continue, do it again, and maybe we could do like throw a hitch in it, kind of. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what it was that I thought about, but I'll have to.
Yeah,
I think I put it in my Pinterest. I'll have to see, and like it was a
that's
Pinterest
fine.
idea, I think.
I definitely have to have these, and this isn't finished either. It's something I started.
Maybe we need to finish some projects.
Yep, that's
I know.
kind of it.
Isn't
Yeah.
that always the new oh, look at that. That's pretty. Isn't that always the resolution? I'm going to finish my craft projects. Never. That's forgotten about within a week of the new year.
Oh, yep. The thing is with me, it's always starts with an idea, and I want to try it, and I want to try it now, now, now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, and then I do that on a piece of something, and then
Yeah.
just throw it away, or save it in a corner of my room somewhere. I have a Christmas thing. I probably won't do it this year either, but because I don't really have time for it, unfortunately. But
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. I was thinking about some sort of fabric because number 7.
So how many more weeks do we have?
It's
For
week 46 now,
46.
and it's 52 to for the
Yeah.
whole thing. So it's not too many more.
No. No, and especially with the holidays, we might very well end up
Yeah. hmm
with
I
ones that
would
we have to do
say,
2 in a week just because of
yep.
the holidays.
Um, I would say 2, 4. Let's see, December. I'm not sure that I will be able to do anything like end December or like mid December or some because you have things planned.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Are
and
you
then
guys
you'll never.
going to family members? Are you going out of the country for the holidays?
Oh no, we're not. We're not going out of the country, but we are going out of you know, our town or
Yeah.
little village it is. Yeah. So we're not going to be home. Um, and then I hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have the whole issue thing going with whatever it's wrong um, fixed.
Yep. Put your wish list in now.
Yep.
Do you do your children do wish lists for the holidays, or do you guys not do that over there?
Oh, but you know, our youngest one is 13 soon, so
Oh
they
yeah.
are a little bit too old.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
The thing,
mine's 19, and I'm like, if you don't believe in Santa Claus, dude, he doesn't come. So so my mother always said that to me. So I'm at 25 years old. Heck, I'm at 50, still telling mom, I believe, I
you
believe.
know, they do have wish lists, but the thing
Hmm.
on their lists,
Yeah.
kind of expensive
Yeah.
nowadays.
As they get older, isn't that how it works? It's like, wait a second, where's that $10 gift that that's all you want? It's all that $10 item is the coolest thing ever. Nope, that's not how it works anymore.
Hmm. Oh no,
They get
definitely
older now,
not.
it's all like, I need more RAM for my computer. What?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, now it's oh,
When we were kids, it was, we got the toy all, back in the day, all the stores put out a toy magazine. So you'd get that toy magazine in November, usually it was in November, I think, and you'd get to circle one thing on each page.
oh yeah,
And the hardest
oh
thing was
yeah.
though, if the pages came together and there was two different types of toys, how were you supposed to pick which one was your favorite?
Yep. Oh yep, yep, yep. I I used to do
Hi,
that, like
Jenny.
give all like my grandmas and grandfathers and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Each we had like a huge catalog type with the
Yes.
toys.
Yep.
Um, so they used to get one of those, and I was up to the point like, oh, I give that to my grandma and grandpa on mom's side, and cross and circle these type of things, and then I give the exact copy of cross different things
Right?
for the grandma and
For the
grandpa on the
other, so
other
so
side
there
of
would
the
be
family.
no confusion of what you wanted, right? They That's good. Now, Jenny, have you been here before? Have you been on the channel? Welcome. Quiet listening. We from Ohio. What part of Ohio? I was born and raised up in northwestern Pennsylvania. And Barry's from Cleveland originally.
Hmm.
We know.
I love the way with the internet and things, like
Oh, for
people
sure.
are all over.
Oh,
People are
so I
all
did
over.
sing to you, Jenny. Did I sing to you yesterday, or did you sneak past me? Oh, I don't know where that's at. Elyria. Elyria? Oh, I don't know what that's. It sounds like, is that up near Erie Lake? Maybe Elyria? No. Oh, guess what?
Ooh.
Welcome, 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 welcome to my channel. Welcome, 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 Jenny Cambarer. Oh, I did sing that because I couldn't sing your name. Now that I look at your last name, right?
Yeah.
Cam
But
Cambarer.
the thing you didn't get yesterday was välkommen, which is welcome in Swedish.
There you go. 30 minutes. Oh, she says, "Oh yeah, LOL. You just wanted to get me to sing to you again. You tricked me. You tricked me." No, 30 minutes from Cleveland. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. What else is 30 minutes from Cleveland? I go up that way because I drive up there every year to visit my family that's up there because they're an hour. Oh, how about you popped off and popped back on? So weird. My family is like an hour they're hours south of Erie in Pennsylvania. So there we go. So I drive up and then I go across 80. What's that? Whatever's close to 80. I go across 80.
And to me,
Add
that
the
is
E
Chinese.
at the end of the name. Cambari. Cambari? Cambari. Cambari. Is that Italian?
Oh, okay. I'll love it in puff. Oh, Pennsylvania. Let's see. Cambarare?
Okay, you lived in Pennsylvania. Where'd you live in Pennsylvania? I probably know that town. What's your name of town? I have no idea. She'll say something that's over on the East Coast or something that I don't know. Canberra.
Canberra.
Can I just call you Jenny?
I'm so sorry, Jenny. That neither one of us could.
Neither one of
kind
us
of
are doing well with
embarrassing,
that
really.
one. Hey, Angela. Jassy, is she here? Oh, hey, Jassy. Did you guys come over from somewhere together?
Oh, one thing. Have you heard anything from Melissa?
No. Have you?
No, I haven't.
I keep forgetting after we're done, I need to message and see. Yeah, nobody has seen her around. I hope she's okay. It's weird that we haven't seen her.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's very strange that she hasn't popped into Beth's for sure. You know, she's almost always over there at Beth's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very strange. We got 8 gifts, 1 large, rest small, a dreidel, and a Hanukkah gift, which is chocolate coins.
You got it. Oh.
I think you're talking for the holiday, right? That's what she's talking about.
Oh, hey,
Jasper.
Do you start the celebrations already, like in November? Or,
I think she's talking, I think how we were talking about gifts, like how we were circling gifts. And I think
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they get their gifts during Hanukkah, I believe, right?
Yep.
10 days of Hanukkah.
Probably. Something.
I don't know. I remember nothing, and poor Candy has to explain it to me every year. Every year she explains Hanukkah to me. Oh, Diane. Uh-oh, I already forgot her name. Diana, I think. Yeah, because it was D. I don't know if it's or just Diane. She's cleaning. She's still here.
Doing what I would say adult boring things that unfortunately have to be made some days during the week. But one thing, I don't know about any of you, but the most important thing that I've invested in the last couple of years, can you guess? One guess what that is?
I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Everybody guess what the one thing is that Mrs. Gigi says was 100% totally worth buying for cleaning.
Yep.
Right, for cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's that?
And because of I don't know about the price range in the US and things like that, but it was, for me, it was like an investment. It was kind of expensive, really. But the best way.
It depends on what brand you buy and what all it does. Like, you know, how they have the different ones. You know, Lysol, a mop. You know, it depends on, you know, what all it does. And I think you have one of the ones that, yeah, would definitely be an investment. Laugh out loud, Jasper.
Oh,
I was going to say
mom.
mom.
Yeah, it kind of is, because it does that. It was one of those like robotic vacuum cleaners that do the mopping thing. It goes to it
And
has
it
like a
empties
separate
itself too, right?
station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see those, yeah, that's definitely, I find that to be an investment too, because the ones that do all of that, yep. But it worth the investment, you're saying. You have all those children
It
and
is
to,
like 100%. The best thing of all, it's always clean, like the floors with the animals and things, because
yeah,
it has the mopping function too. So
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
the best. It would.
now that it does it all the time, now you've got that, uh, it just is. And it's one of those things you don't have to worry about anymore. That's what's so nice.
Hmm.
That's like my cat box. I don't have to think about it except when I need to add cleaning solution. That's it. I don't have to scoop like some of those robotic cat boxes, yeah, it scoops it, but you still have to empty it. I don't even have to
Hmm.
empty mine, except I have to add solution, and then I'm supposed to every couple months, you are supposed to like give it a good cleaning. But still,
Hmm. Hmm.
instead of worrying about it every day, how it was definitely, definitely mine was definitely, it was definitely an investment, but so
Yeah.
worth
Oh,
that.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah. The one that I have, Jasper, is it has like a water system type thing, and so it like a regular rubber vacuum
Now,
that you
does it
go
hook up to
around.
your water system, or do you have to put
Yep.
water?
Yep.
Oh, so it like is attached to your, so it's like my cat box. It
Yeah, it kind
washes
of
and
is.
everything.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it is, and then the actual it empties itself in a separate container in the station. So that thing you have to empty like once a week. In our household,
Okay.
it's once a
Yeah.
week.
Okay. All right.
Because of all the cat hair and dog
Yeah.
hair, and things
Yeah.
like that. But I would say like every other week or so in a home where it doesn't really live to because we are a whole bunch of people living here
Yep.
together with a lot of animals. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. That, I bet that's definitely been a life changer. It's been so nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely else.
Hi, Jug Jug.
See, I'm debating with myself. I need
What are you doing?
to.
Oh, I said hi to him and he turned around and walked out the room. I guess he didn't want me to talk to him. He sure did. He did. I thought maybe he would turn around to lay down. He didn't. He left.
Huh.
Brat.
Yay.
Bratty dog. Usually he comes in to say hi to everybody. He's probably like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be on there today. I was on last night and he started whining. He was like, are you done yet? I mean, he was like sitting outside the door, laying there, just laying, whining like that. Like, I'm like, my goodness, dog. And the funny thing is, like, all I'm gonna do is, we're gonna just go lay down. But he didn't want me in here. I guess he was like, this isn't where we're supposed to be.
Oh, is he waiting on? No, not yet, really. I was thinking, waiting on the the queue thing for him going out. Mm.
Actually, I hear my litter box right now. Must be past 1 o'clock. Yep. Good thing that's
No.
still working on time. I would think that it would have stayed on day, it wouldn't have changed with daylight savings time, but I guess it does. It's actually because it does run, like I have an app on my phone, so I do have the
Mm-hmm.
I can control. I can tell. It tells me a cat just visited a litter box. It's really great when the cat goes in and out, in and out, in and out 5 times.
Oh, so it sends you like a notification or something each time that happens?
Say what? I'm sorry?
Was it like a notification each time that
Yeah, yeah. Like, let's see. Oh, I think I finally turned it off. I've had it on there for how long, and I finally turned the notifications off. See, it's oh, oh, I'm not signed in. That's why.
Mhm.
Because of my new phone. That's why I haven't been.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. I was wondering why I wasn't getting. I didn't even put that together that was. Hmm.
The thing that I'm doing now, because me talking English now, I kind of also think in English, which to me is really strange now when writing in Swedish on the tag. So I'm getting kind of quiet because my mind is like all over the place.
See, this is what the app shows. So it shows me what time a cat went into the box. But oh, see, you can see this one right here. Somebody was running in and out, in and out, in
Oh,
and out of the box. They were
oh,
probably chasing each other or something. And you can have it so that it runs a cycle every time a cat goes to the potty, which I learned my lesson with that because when Luna was little, she was little, so she was learning it. So she'd jump in it and jump out, jump in it and then jump out, jump in.
uh-huh.
And she wasn't going to the bathroom. She was just kind of learning it, I guess. And hey, Tanya, good
Well,
evening.
hello.
Good morning. What time is it over there? She's in New Zealand, Tanya. Yeah, so I learned my lesson on having it like that. It was like, I need to probably turn that off so that it now only it once a day seems to be pretty good because not all the cats use that one. Um, Storm would
Oh,
rather
okay.
use the horse pellets. We put like horse pellet, horse bedding. Oh, 812. Well, good morning. Good morning. So she uses those, but Abby and Luna seem to like the automatic box. They're not
Oh,
afraid
okay.
of it. I think Storm just is like, oh, if you guys, she's one of those, oh, I got to use my own box. I think if you guys, I'm not going to put my paws in the same place you put your paws.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Little turd.
Hmm.
Well, this morning, I gave them so they don't get wet food very often, but I found a little can of wet food, so I put and it was like the mini size wet food, right, for 3 cats,
Uh-huh.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
Jughead still had to finish it. But, I put it down, and I put it on a paper plate for them to eat it off of, and Storm
Mm-hmm.
just sat there and stared at Luna eating it off the plate. She wouldn't share the plate with her. I'm like, "You sure are a
What?
little snot bag." She's snotty. She's just not very nice. She is not very nice.
Hmm. Has it always been like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She doesn't like Luna for whatever the reason is. Yeah, she's
Hmm.
just yep.
Mm.
Yeah, she hisses and growls at poor Luna, and Luna just walks past her. And the funny thing is Luna just turns and looks at her like, "What's your problem?" and just keeps going. All right, Jenren,
That's
love
a
you, girl. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen those heart hands.
oh,
I need to find
cute.
those. Wonder if that's a new one.
My whole YouTube was blinking. I think I don't know what it was, but I was turning the notification on and subscribed to a new uh, channel,
Uh-huh.
and the whole screen was like subscribed, you know, bling type of thing going on the screen. With I wouldn't say it said something really quick, like hooray or something, you know.
Huh.
Bling. Yeah, and and with all different kind of the subscribe. It is in Swedish. It's prenumerera. So
Uh-huh.
that was like in different colors, or each letter was in different colors, and I was like, boom, popped out of the. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Hmm. All right, Jen, thank
But
you.
then my whole YouTube has changed. I did an update on YouTube, like I think it was Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
Changed with
What
all like,
mine changed about a week or so ago. But I know Sweden sometimes gets the updates before us. I've noticed that you guys
yeah,
get some before we
yeah.
do.
It is, all the small little like buttons and all. I would say like everything looks. It's way way neater in a way. I don't know how to say it really, but it is
One of the things I
looking.
noticed is when you go to it says you down here at the bottom now. So if you click
Oh
on the
yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
up here to get to your channel, you just have to hit view channel. Where it used to be you had to go up to the I don't even remember now, but it shows like your Google account and to turn on incognito. That's right. To turn on incognito and all your accounts and switch accounts, whoops, you would go up to the little gear and do it. But now when you go to the gear, it's all about the Google account. That was the main thing that I noticed that changed. I don't know if that's all that
Hmm.
changed, but that's what I noticed was the big change when mine
Yeah.
updated or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They're doing some good stuff. The thing that I am waiting on, I don't know if it is possible, but I would love to use YouTube's own studio to go live together with somebody else.
Yes, I'm waiting for that too. I'm waiting. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to start doing, but I hope they don't charge like StreamYard Net does. I'm hoping that they take the business, not, I don't want to take business away from a company, but that they do it for free because, it's YouTube. It should be. It should be they
Mm-hmm.
did just, what
Yeah.
did they do that they added? I noticed. You can share your screen now if you go through the studio. Like,
Oh,
not
okay.
through OBS, but actually going through YouTube Studio. They have a thing now if you're streaming on your YouTube Studio where it says share your screen, so you can share one of your screens. I noticed that, and I had
Hmm.
not never noticed that before on my end.
Yep. They're updating all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Waiting on the big thing though, to be
Right.
able to stream on there together with somebody else.
Yeah.
That's probably one of those things that I've been, you know,
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
understand why I guess because it would take up space. Like it's probably definitely something that's going to take up server space
Mm-hmm.
and maybe RAM on their end or something to be able to run a server that could do that. I'm guessing that's what's stopping them. But you'd think that, they would to be in competition with Facebook and stuff because, with Facebook Live, I don't know, can Facebook Live do more than one? I've not in there. I'm not talking like in there. This is a horrible lazy daisy. Oh well. Um, like if you go Facebook Live, I wonder if you can have more than one person on your Facebook
Ah,
Live.
Yes, you
I
can.
know back in the day you couldn't, but I haven't used Facebook Live in probably 6 years.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I think you can now. If you, they have done changes to it though, because they are taking off the room thing. You know, the thing that I used to do each
Oh, are they
month.
getting rid of that?
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? There's there's a couple people I know that use that weekly. Interesting that they're
You know,
getting rid.
the thing is, or I've heard that they are going, because I watched Anne.
Yes,
I think
that's one
was
of
it
the
this
people I was thinking
weekend?
that does it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen it here in Sweden. Here in Sweden, you can still do that. But then I think it was like mid-November or something. She said that they are going to. I don't know if they're going to totally close that thing down or do some changes to it or whatever. But I haven't heard anything about that here in Sweden.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't know,
Hmm.
because I know that they have done, you know, certain changes to different regions. So hmm. I don't know if I am finished with this. Cozy. To me, this is a
Are you feeling it needs
blanket.
something else?
I yeah. I'm thinking candles, but I don't know. How in the world do we have a candle in some magazine, maybe?
You
Hmm.
could paper piece candle if you wanted to.
Oh, yep, yep. I can definitely do that. Or, let's see. We go with the old-fashioned kind of thing that we do each year in school with the kids.
Yeah. Now, did you guys do any? I know Halloween is not real big over there, but did you do anything? Does the school do anything for Halloween, or no? They're not. They don't
No,
know.
no, they don't.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about it a little bit, like a thing that they celebrate in the US and other parts, because
Yeah.
there aren't really too many other. I'm not sure that they do like that big of a celebration anywhere else than in the US.
Yeah. I don't think
Um,
so. I think it's definitely one of our made up ones, huh? I mean,
and
I
yeah,
know Mexico. I don't know if it's Spain or if it's just Mexico. It might be, but they do the Day of the Dead. Is
yeah,
that in
yeah,
Spain too? Yeah. So that's a Spanish kind of holiday. But that's what is that? That's like the next day or the 2 days after or something, isn't
yeah, something like that. Yep. But then again, we don't really have. We have Father's Day this next. Let me think. Is it next weekend?
Oh, in November?
Yeah, Father's Day is next weekend, and Mother's Day is in May.
Yeah, I think ours usually runs in May or April, Mother's Day, but Father's Day is in June for us.
Hmm.
Think if somebody was like, if they had dual citizenships, they could get 2 Mother's Days. Well, or 2
Yeah,
Father's Days. Maybe our Mother's Days run about the same. But
yeah.
how lucky would that be?
We have two Father's Days because, you know, because of my husband.
Oh, okay.
Is celebrating both the Swiss one and the Swedish one.
Well, how lucky is that, lucky duck?
Hmm.
Lucky, lucky guy. Day of the Dead is November 1 and 2. Okay, so yeah, it's like, yeah, is the on a note. Yep. I
Oh,
knew it was
both days.
celebrated, but I wasn't sure what day they celebrated it. Yeah, you see a lot, you see a lot of people in the cemeteries around here during that day, that day they're usually sitting around and hanging out around their grave and stuff at those day on that day.
Yeah, we have that here. We have that here too, but it doesn't really. It's not really a celebration. It's just a day to remember and honor all the dead. Like it's not really,
Mhm. And that to me
a
just is so
festive type thing.
strange. Like to go into and I know that's weird because it's like to go into, it shouldn't be that weird to go into a cemetery, but for me, it's like, I don't know if it was just hammered into my thought process, but you don't, you honor the people by not going into because that's their place of rest and you want to let you leave them rest. I know. Weird.
I I think this year. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. I think I can. Uh, I did a video last year about, I don't know the English name. It's All Hallows Eve,
Oh,
I
uh-huh.
think it is.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And I did a video. When we visited the cemetery, and it's not really like a big celebration. You don't get together and celebrate.
Yeah.
It's just for us to be like, we have like a choir, the church choir singing,
Uh-huh.
and lights all over the cemetery, like literally like all over. So the whole cemetery,
Wow.
it's because this time of year here it's pitch black,
Oh, well,
from like really
yeah,
really early.
that makes
So
sense.
the
Yeah.
whole the whole cemetery is, lights. It's beautiful.
Huh.
So everybody goes to the cemetery and you know little light, really, that's what it is, and just sit there by the grave and talk just talk to, among, I don't know. It's a thing, and it's beautiful, and that's what you do. It's just that thing, nothing really to celebrating, getting together, and festivity and that type of thing. And but I have a video up and showing you all of that. Well, you can link it somehow then. Me sitting
In
right on
New
top.
Zealand, they celebrate Father's Day in September, and they also have a Day of the Dead. Very good. Interesting. Love learning about other countries and what they do and don't do, and it's so interesting to me. I mean, we have, you know, uh, and because I was raised Catholic, I don't practice anymore, but a lot of our holidays are all around the saints and stuff.
Ah, here all the holidays and everything are, apart from All Hallows Eve, I would say everything is like Christian in some way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
yeah, that's yeah.
Mm. So, and then,
I think sometimes Catholics think they're the only Christians though.
yeah. We have things like Valentine's, things like,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
again, it's not that big. It's not at all, really.
St.
And
Patrick's Day. Do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's
no,
Day? No.
yeah, no. There are Swedish
Man.
people that celebrate that, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's a Swedish celebration type,
Right.
not
Not
a
everybody's
national
drinking.
thing.
Not everybody's
It's not a
drinking green
national.
beer.
It's
Right.
not a national holiday or something, nothing like that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I don't think you get a day off for St. Patrick's Day here. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's literally just, I think, a day to go drink some green beer and have weird color bowel movements.
Oh, okay. No, we don't really. No, St. Patrick's Day. Maybe in the future, we'll never know. But it's not. No, nothing.
Nothing
Else.
as gross as that, huh? Leave the St. Patrick's to the Irish. Tanya,
Well,
Mrs. Gigi is in Switzerland.
no, I am not.
Oh,
Oh,
no, she's
part of the
not.
time.
Oh my gosh, no, she's
Oh,
not.
or
She's in
I am,
Sweden.
or
Shame on me.
it's partly right. It's partly
Oh,
right.
it starts with an S. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that.
Hey. But you're not
It's only
totally
been how
wrong.
many years you'd think I know? My
In
goodness.
my case, you're not totally wrong, and that's the
Right.
funny
That is
part
right.
of it, though. That's the
Cheese and crackers. I don't even know where that came from. No, Sweden.
I don't know. You usually hear, people. That's to me. If I weren't live, I would almost like screaming, laughing right now, but I'm not because because of this thing that people always say. Oh, it's Sweden. No, it's Switzerland. It's Switzerland. No, it's Sweden. They. But the thing is, how he's Swiss. So in my case, so I could actually go live in Switzerland if we were there. So in my case, it's not that big of a deal, really.
Jeez. Think I'd know you by now. It's like I met you last week. It is kind of crazy to think how long we've been doing this. It's so nice. You're one of my
several years now, really. It's
oh yeah. Next year will be 4, I think, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a long time.
Oh, yep.
Whenever I think about that kind of stuff, I think about, wow, like for example, how old Gatton was when I started. When I started my stream, it's like he's kind of grown up with, he was in the teenage years and he's kind of done the whole growing up on my channel. You guys have kind of watched him grow up.
That is so strange when thinking about it.
Yeah, you think about it that way. I mean, I've watched, people become grandmas, their kid graduating and then becoming a grandma. I am just making I'm making like a little book. I'm just gonna make it into kind of a little hand sewn book. These will eventually be placed together like this to make a page. And then it's gonna be like a little fabric book with just little fun things to look at and touch. But this isn't done. I wanted to have I'm calling it I make chunky books with paper. And so this is like a chunky book with fabric, but so I'm going to try to put different, put layers on this and just different I like to do embroidery, but I'm trying to do it more in the slow stitch where it's not even and, things like that. I'm trying to break good habit. Yeah. Yeah, like more of a slow stitching book. So, I'm trying to do it more free form than embroidery would
Yeah.
let me do.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. Now looking at what I've done, I realize this is in English. That word is in Swedish. I don't know what happened.
It shows your true you. It's like, this is how my brain works. This
Yeah.
is your brain. This is your brain on Swedish and English.
hmm Now, when watching, I realized the last couple of days, especially this weekend, I had a lot of YouTube time that I haven't had, or I haven't been able to. I have had time, but I haven't
Mhm.
really been able to go the way that I used to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I'm so inspired by everybody around. Like literally, I've been going through I don't even know how many. It's hundreds and hundreds of people
Yeah.
in the crafting community. So I've been going through my list of subscriptions to each and every one of you. So inspired.
And getting so inspired.
hmm
I love to embroider. That's like some of the things. And I like to, and I bead. What's that? I just showed.
Oh, that
I
is
did
one
this,
thing.
my birdie beads that I did.
Oh, those are beautiful. They're so cute.
But here's a sampler I did.
Oh,
So yeah, I like to embroider. So, and I've actually pulled these, I haven't trimmed it, but I at least pulled it and kind of finished it all. My other ones, like this one, I haven't even, I don't like finishing. That's my problem. I don't like to finish stuff. It's like, oh, I like this part. I'm done. But and this is almost finished. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. This turned out real pretty with I
oh,
like the colors I used.
absolutely.
I'm really happy with the colors I chose too. But so now I'm kind of doing the kind of opposite. Thanks, Tanya. I appreciate that. Doing the opposite and not
Beautiful.
making sense and just kind of stitching. Uh-oh, company's coming. Actually, it's not company, it's my heater guy. Did you ever, was that
Ah.
anything you were taught when you dropped silverware on the floor?
Oh, yep. Oh, knife and fork. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
hmm
Shannon must be doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but it has something to do with silverware. Well, the guy is supposed to be coming between noon and 2, so
Uh-huh.
or noon
hmm
and 3 something. Yeah, he get I like how some of the companies they give you a 30-minute time frame. This guy gave me like 3 hours. We'll be there.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Is it like for us? It's sometimes, oh, you come, you have like a time slot, like
Yeah,
like noon
right.
and 2 or noon and 3 or 4 or whatever. And
Yeah.
then you sit around waiting and waiting and waiting, realizing, oh, it's not going to happen today. And then they, show up like 2 hours later or something.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you wait around all day for them to show up. And I don't, I understand if you get, it's hard for service people because they don't know, like he doesn't know what's wrong with my system. So he doesn't know how long it's going to take him here. So if there's somebody after me, but I wish they could, I don't know. I don't know how they can fix it, to be honest, but I wish they could come up with a better way of um, getting your service at a decent time, a decent time for us to know, so you can plan something. Because like when I worked outside the home, you'd have to pretty much take the day off. you know, to know when the service guy was going to come.
I'm looking through all the bits. This is fluffy. This is cozy.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
What is it? I have no clue what it is. I think it was meant to be.
Looks like a little
Cut.
puppy's head.
Yep, that was my first thought too. I was thinking, well, what can I do with that? That's definitely a little puppy. Fluffy.
Fluffy. I didn't make this block big enough, so I'm putting lace here on the side to make it big enough. Putting a line of lace.
This is what I've made with the other bits and, you know, scrap bits and pieces of fabric before. Flowers like this.
Ooh, I like those flowers with the buttons. Oh, that's an idea. I could put that on here. I have to write that down. Where's my paper?
You know, this is literally like scrap bits because, you know, up to the point where I save those small little bits and pieces because you'll never know. And here it is. This is what it was meant to be.
I love it.
With
the
flowers.
Button and scraps. Got it down. I love that. Ooh, is that a piece of batik I see?
Yep.
That one right there?
You know, I have all kinds of things here. I have no clue.
I have no clue. It's just
You
here.
know, I have no clue literally because I have just I like this one.
Ooh, you did you make that? Did you do that Catan?
Yep.
Catan,
Yep.
is that what it's called? Catan stitching? Nice.
Was some sort of a beginning of I saved this piece because I was meant to do something. You know, the size was kind of nice and
that's how what you do with the when you tailor, you sew that. They have to be all exactly the same, and that's how you tailor something like around when you do a collar for a man's collars, or any suit, and you're tailoring it, you do an actual tailoring. You take it on the lining and your facing, and you sew that Catan stitch. Yeah, there's batik. I have some of that fabric.
Yeah,
Did I send
because
you that?
I've got it from you.
Oh,
this little thing.
That's why it looks so familiar.
Hey,
Dana. Dana's getting her hair done because her husband said it looked gray. I said, is he paying? Scott paying?
I love this. I don't know what I'm going because this was.
Ooh, that looks like that might be batik too, maybe. Maybe.
Is from this is actually where I got myself a new bed set, and this is a little. I have cut it apart, but it was a little pouch with the set, and I was thinking, you know, I need to save those butterflies because either I could cut them out and slow stitch something, or color them in, or you know, whatever I would do.
Well, that's because we are artists, and everything that we see is a piece of art. And Shannon's always like, "Why are you keeping this?" And I'm like, oh, "I'm going to use that. Put it back. Put that back." I had to grab some of that. I grabbed some of this paper. This box came today, and this paper's in here. And she's like, "Why you keep that?" I said, "I'm going to make fabric out of that, like Mrs. Gigi taught me."
This is special.
Ooh,
Have I showed you this one before?
I don't know. If so, it's been a while.
This is a piece of fabric that my daughter has made in school. They have, you know, they teach I don't even know the subject name, if it is the subject name in English or in US. Um, they teach all the kids the batik technique, and they get to learn how to crochet. They'll get to learn how to do all those kind of old-fashioned type things.
Yeah, yeah.
They still do that. But
Mhm.
this is her piece that she made.
It's very pretty. I like it.
Um, mhm.
I wonder if it is that bleach? Is that what they use to bleach?
Yeah, probably some sort of type thing.
Huh.
That's
My string is getting so my yarn, my thread, my yarn. It's getting so short. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out. Isn't that how it works? You run out you have 2 stitches go, 2 stitches, and you run out of thread.
oh, yep.
I'm gonna make it happen though. I'm gonna make it happen. I hope. Let's see. Dana's going to
Mhm.
look beautiful when she's done. Beautiful.
I find all sorts. So yeah, I haven't really looked through this pile. This was literally several years ago. I think my daughter was 7, maybe. She was meant to make a butterfly. It is kind of a butterfly, you
Close.
know. But I think she was 6, 7, maybe
Oh,
something
well,
like that when
yeah,
she made.
that's a butterfly then.
So I
That's too
save all
funny that
those bits
that's
and
too funny. I
pieces.
looked at that fabric. I'm like, I have fabric.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
I I I don't know where. I wish I had oh like literally a whole roll of this or whatever.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. It has silver uh uh
It's like silver
thread.
thread.
Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's a pretty piece. I don't know if I kept any for myself or not.
Maybe I
You
can
know,
cut that apart
could
and
just
send a
could you
part.
send some that over to me? No.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Best Facebook group is Best Crafty. I don't know what Best channel's called. Look at this. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now together on the couch. They're cuddled.
Mm,
Poor Storm doesn't even give them any breathing room.
cute.
Did you? Let's see. Oh, I was
Like
looking at
Teddy.
best. Hold on, I'll get it. Best channel. What is best channel? It is Best Crafty Mixed Media Room. That's what it's called. And then mine just came up. Mine's Crate with Becca. Mine's all this. I've
Mhm.
been pretty good so far about getting all my social media the same name. My Instagram, I don't think is, but I had my
You
Instagram.
know, I just took everything that I could come up.
Well, I had my
Literally.
prior, and I didn't want to open up another one. I didn't want to start another Instagram. So I was like, well, I'll just.
Oh yeah. I actually opened up. I don't even. I think it's like 20, 25, maybe 30 different type of social media platforms with
Wow.
my name.
Holy cow, Mrs. Gigi.
Because I could, each and every one that I could think of,
Right.
I just
Well, they tell
opened.
you you should do that. Once you decide on a name for something, they tell you you should do that. So good for you
Yeah,
for doing that. I got
yeah.
this, and I have Discord. have a Discord one. And yeah.
Yeah, I have,
Facebook,
but
YouTube,
it's not
Discord.
active. You know, I have it all saved up and things like that, but it's not
Yeah.
active.
Oh, I have
You know, on each-
Patreon, and I have, you know, yeah, they're not active. I have Buy Me a Cup of Coffee or whatever that one's called. I have that. So yeah, they're not active, but I went and I snagged it. Yeah, so that I'd have it.
Yep.
So when I'm a big YouTuber, you know.
Yep. That's what,
When
no,
we'll
but
be ready.
The thing was with My Name Mrs. Gigi, I think there is or was like a big influencer with the name of Mrs. Gigi.
Ah.
But she was like a model or something.
Go and do it.
Yeah. So the thing was, when I realized that, I was like, oh, I need to go all over. You know, literally all over.
Grab all the channels.
Yeah.
So that anyone that searches for them, they'll find me. You're smart.
Yeah. But then I have I don't want to say, it's kind of a logo type thing, you know, with my little circular, you know, yellow and red type gear. So
yeah. All right.
I could just sit here talking for several hours, but it's coming up to my bedtime, kind of.
Oh yes, yeah, it is probably about time that I call it too. Sounds good. I'm good with that. There we go. Use that. I'm gonna steal your flower idea.
Oh.
These are containers that I had my daily vitamins in. That's what I keep my buttons in. Shannon has decided to start. She started some of my buttons, separating them. But I've only gotten some orange and some of my red done in my white. Although that's not all of them, because I've gotten tons of buttons since she started that. But yeah.
Whoops.
It's like that's never going to be a finished thing. Just saying. You do realize that I'm getting more, but we won't. You know. Well, Mrs. Gigi's tired.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call it quits. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits too. I want to thank you, Mrs. Gigi, for hanging out and creating with me. We'll be on this coming Sunday for our next one. Is that good?
No, or were we talking about Wednesday?
Do you want to skip Sunday and go right to Wednesday? That's fine.
If that's okay with you.
Okay, so our next one will not be tomorrow. Or do you want to do it tomorrow?
No, we can go tomorrow too. For me, Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh no. Wait, what's tomorrow? I don't. Let me see.
No, that's true.
But I think it's late in the afternoon. No, it'd be pushed in. Yeah, let's start it next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be on. And is this a better time for you? 11:30.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so we will come on 11:30 Central Standard Time on Wednesdays from now on until things change, which could be the week after that. We don't know.
No, not really.
For next week, we will see everybody on Wednesday when we stream together. Sound good, Mrs. Gigi?
Absolutely.
All right. I want to thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Keep spreading love. Bye.
Bye.